everyone, and welcome to TWF Dynamite or Might. I'm Michael Cole with Tony Schiavone and with Taz. And today on Dynamite or Might, we're going to have a good show here today on Dynamite or Might. But first, we're going to talk about what happened yesterday on NXT. Yesterday on NXT, we saw Cody Rhodes and, Harry Potter have their match, which Cody Rhodes won. And keep in mind that Harry Potter and Cody Rhodes, along with Asuka, will fight Asuka for the TWF heavyweight winnings, come Halloween Havoc or Halloween Evening Madness, coming at the end of this month. Michael Cole says. You got that right, Tony Schiavone says. We're going to see Cody Rhodes and Harry Potter fight Asuka for the TWF heavyweight winnings at Halloween Havoc or Halloween Evening Madness, and we know how that's going to go. That's going to be one good match. I gotta tell you, it's going to be a good match or not, Taz says. But I understand, Taz says, that Asuka is got some goals in mind, some things that she's going to do that sadly I do not, think that Harry Potter or Cody Rhodes, have an answer for. Alright. Seth Rollins, and I say that I will be the 3-time TWF heavyweight fighter. And I did it all, everything I did by myself. That I didn't need, no help or anything. I didn't need any help, from anyone, to do any of those things. It was all me. It was all me, and I didn't do anything. It was all me, and I didn't have anyone had to help me out. Oh! Wait a minute. That's Omos and Aziz. And what I don't understand, if somebody can tell me, because I don't understand this. One, Michael Cole says, why did they beat up on Seth Rollins? You want to know why they beat up on Seth Rollins? I don't know why, Tony Schiavone said. I truly thought they were Seth Rollins' friends, underlings, heavies, followers, henchmen, whatever they were. But I guess they're not. Well, no, I guess not, Taz says. After you say you could do everything by yourself, then I guess they're not your friends then. Let me tell you something, Seth Rollins. You seem to believe, like Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and everyone else I'd ever been an overseer to, in my first run in WWE, in my 2th run in WWE, had all seemed to believe they all did everything by themselves. Steve Austin thought he led the WCW ECW bond by himself. Brock Lesnar and CM Punk thought they were great by themselves. Hell, Antonio Cesaro and Silverback Ryback thought they did everything by themselves. Curtis Axel thought that somehow he's still being the Kingly Thunder after he never gotten into it. He thought he did it by himself. And with Bjorn's about it. Hyde and Jonathan Heidenreich thought that warring with The Undertaker was his thing. Bubba Ray and Devon Dudley thought that they did all the great things because they did it by themselves. And that's the same bullshit that Roman Reigns believed and you now believe. And that's only half of everyone I was the overseer for. There were many other folks out there. Seth Rollins, you didn't do it by yourself. You did it because I helped you. Omos helped you. Aziz helped you. And somehow, in your mind, you think that it was all you. Well, it wasn't. He's getting back up now, Michael Cole says. There's still life in Seth Rollins. Well, Seth Rollins is getting splashed again, Michael Cole says. This is sad, Tony Schiavone says. Someone needs to come out here and stop this. Well, who's going to come out and help Seth Rollins after he spent months of bullying, shaming, and beating up on anyone? I don't think Taz says he's got anyone that's willing to stand beside him. Well, Becky Lynch, and that's his wife, and that's it. So, Seth Rollins, you think about how you did everything by yourself and that you never need any help. You know what? You got beat up by yourself. No, it's a lie. Aziz and Omos did that. Well, as we know now, Omos and Aziz and Paulie Dangerously have shifted on Seth Rollins here today on Dynamite or Mike. But Seth Rollins getting back up now. Paulie Dangerously, do you think that you beat me? Do you think that you did everything? You talk about how you're the one that told Steve Austin to go to the WCW ECW team. That you somehow told Jonathan Heidenreich to go after The Undertaker. That you somehow told Brock Lesnar and CM Punk how to be great. That you told Roman Reigns to be the kinhead. They chose to do all those things, and you were there. I chose to do all those things, and you were there. You didn't beat me. I'm still here. So come on, Paulie Dangerously. Bring your men down here now. So I can take them on like that. Seth, I don't know if it's wise for you to want to fight Omos and Aziz, giving to what they did to you here today on Dynamite or Mike. Give them to me, Rick, in a handicap match. And I'll side stomp Aziz and Omos. And no one will ever hear from them again. Then I'll get my hands on Paulie Dangerously. I'll side stomp him, and no one will ever see him again either. Alright, I'll give him to you. I'll give you both the handicap match. But I don't think it's a good fight. Just warning you. Well, now Aziz is now in the ring now. And Omos is in the ring now. And it looks like Seth Rollins is going to go in alone here. And it looks like that at the end of the day, it's going to be Seth Rollins, fighting Aziz and Omos by himself, Michael Cole says. Ding, ding, well, looks like this match is happening. And Seth Rollins, truly believed that he had the upper hand, and down goes Seth Rollins, though, who was men who he thought were his friends, henchmen, heavies, I don't know, Michael Cole said, but they shifted out and only to be trusted to Paulie Dangerously and not to Seth Rollins. Well, Tony Schiavone says Aziz now does the splash that Bronson Reed does in WWE. And that splash that he does is not good. Now, Aziz brings in Omos, who in his own right is harmful too. And Seth Rollins is now in a bind now. Tony Schiavone says. Yeah, he's in a bind now, Taz says, Michael and Tony, out of his own making. And there isn't any way that he's going to win. I mean, he's already shifted against everyone. So I don't think that there's anyone in the toy wrestling gathering that's going to want to stand beside him. Well, alright, there's his wife, but that's it. Beyond that, Taz says no one's going to stand beside him. I mean, there we go. It's Xia Li. Xia Li showed up. Oh! Xia Li just took down Omos. So Xia Li's got, Seth Rollins' backside stomp on Omos. Omos is going to get beat here. Ow! Now Aziz's going to come in now and stop this. Xia Li just kicked Aziz right off the ring steeple. So now Aziz isn't going to be doing anything in this match now. Michael Cole says, looks like Seth Rollins going to beat Omos and Aziz. That's what it looks like, Tony Schiavone says. Why is Xia Li here? And it's none of her business. Why is she in the ring? There's none of her business at all. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner. Here is your winner, Seth Rollins. Well, Seth Rollins has beat Aziz and Omos here today, on Dynamite. Here today on Dynamite, or Michael Cole says. Yeah, Tony Schiavone said somehow Seth Rollins has won this match here today on Dynamite, or Mike, against Aziz and Omos. And some maybe say that he has Xia Li to thank, for that win. Tony Schiavone said, yeah, Xia Li put her nose in a business that she had no right to be doing. And now Seth Rollins going to say he did that all by himself, Taz says? I think not. I think not. Alright, take it away. I think not, Taz says. Now, he can't say he won that match by himself either, because he had Xia Li help him. Alright, take it away now, Joey Styles. Thank you, Tony Schiavone. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Michael Cole and Tony Schiavone. I'm going to be talking with Seth Rollins here today on Dynamite, or Mike. Alright, Seth Rollins. It seems that your former underlings or henchmen or whatever they are, heavies to you, are not your friends. You got that right, Joey Styles. You tell them you did it all by yourself and they can't handle that. You tell them that you chose them to stand beside you and they chose to stand beside you. But you could do it all by yourself. And somehow Paulie Dangerously believes that all the men and women that he was an overseer of, and the AWA and WCW and ECW and WWF and WWE, that they weren't great. It was all because of him. and I beat Aziz and Omos. But I'm not going to be dumb and say that I didn't do it by myself, Joey Styles. I had help. I had someone else who was a friend to me, that someone else who came to help me, that even though I was shitty to her, she still did it because it was the right thing to do, and that was Xia Li. And I want to ask Xia Li to come out here now. Xia Li, why did you help Seth Rollins out? Because I thought that it was the right thing to do. You see, Seth Rollins is right. You don't know who your true friends are. And some folks might say they're your friends, but they truly are not. And Seth Rollins, he did wrong me. But I came out to help him because it was the right thing to do. And then again, Seth Rollins, you do owe me a forgiveness. Yeah, Xia Li, you're right. I did wrong you. You know, and I'm sorry for wronging you. You were a good wrestler. You were a good follower of the site when you were in it. I'm sorry that I didn't handle you right. You ever forgive me for that? Yes, I do forgive you for it, Seth. But what we gotta do now, Seth, is now we're both in a war with the same folks that we once thought were our friends. We're at war with Omos and Aziz and Paulie Dangerously. Well, Xia, it looks like me and you are going to go into this war against Paulie Dangerously, Aziz, and Omos. And I couldn't have someone like you watching my back. How many times did you win the TWF? 24/7 winnings? Many times, Seth. I won it many times. So many times I can't even keep a reckoning of. But how about we both go together and bring Paulie Dangerously and Omos and Aziz down? Well, that's my talk with Seth Rollins and Xia Li. Back to you, Michael Cole and Tony Schiavone. Well, thank you, Joey Styles, for talking with Xia Li and Seth Rollins here today on Dynamite or Mite. And that's all the time we got here for Dynamite or Mite. I, Michael Cole, with Tony Schiavone and with Taz, we hope you like Dynamite or Mite, and we'll see you tomorrow for Collision or for Impact or Hit.